Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Kelly May. She's a Senior Extension Associate for Family Finance and Resource Management. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning, Kristi. Thanks for having me on here.
Kelly, today you are going to talk about online safety. And first, let's talk about how can we stay safe online?
Okay, so the number one way you're going to stay safe online is to have a really good password. And not just one really good password, but several really good passwords, because you want to have a unique password for all your most important accounts. Now, I know we all have a lot of accounts in a lot of different places and for different things, and there are a lot of passwords to have to remember. But it's important to keep your most important accounts separate with a separate password and to make those passwords strong. And so they should be between 8 and 12 characters, so they need to be long. And they need to not just be one word. So you want to combine at least a couple of words or make an acronym for a phrase. Throw in some special characters or numbers, mix your capitals and your lowercase. I think most people have heard this before, but it's really good to um, reaffirm that the more things you can throw into your password to make it unique, the less likely it is that a computer or a robot or a person can guess it and recreate it and get into your information. It's also a good idea to not remember your password. So to put that back on yourself and have to actually type it in each time rather than to have the computer remember it. And also, just in general, keep your apps, your software, your browsers, keep all of your equipment updated with the newest version of the software and with any patches they might have that fixes security problems.
Yes, we definitely want to make sure that we're keeping all of that private information secure. So, Kelly, how can we keep our account information secure online?
All right, so if you're shopping or you're banking, first of all, you want to make sure you're using a secure internet connection. So if you're in your home and you have internet that's password protected, you're fine to do those things. If you are at the local restaurant or coffee shop and you're using the free Wi-Fi, you need to be a little more careful because that might not be secure. You don't want your information going over an internet connection that's not safe. The second thing you can do is to make sure you use encrypted sites. So what that means is when you look at the top of the web page, there will be the URL or the address, and it will start with HTTP. If there is an S, that stands for secure. Sometimes there's a little padlock in the corner too, and it'll either show locked or unlocked. So you want to make sure you're using encrypted sites and that it's encrypted all the way through your checkout process. So you don't want it to be encrypted on the front and on the end, but not in the middle. So once you've checked it once, if it's a site you use often, you'll know that when you go there, it'll be fine. But just to be careful in that way, if you're going to go shop, it's better to type in the address yourself than to use a link so that you know you're using the real site and not an imposter or a phishing attempt.
So many of us utilize online shopping and it is very convenient. Do you have any other tips for us?
So if you use a voice assistant, it's a good idea to use a code for purchasing so that it doesn't hear you talk about something and go ahead and order it. Another tip is to put your information each time, if you use a debit card or credit card or PayPal or however you pay, to actually make that a multi-step process for yourself.
Now, Kelly, what about online reviews?
All right, so those are big now. Product recommendations from blogs and websites. Be careful with those. Bloggers sometimes get paid to recommend certain products, so they might recommend them whether they actually like them or not. User reviews can be helpful, but they can also be falsified. So it's important to keep that in mind as you read reviews. You want to see a mixed set of reviews. It's good if they're mostly pretty good. But there will occasionally be the off incident where something happened, and so that's actually a reassuring thing to see in some ways. So just take all reviews with a grain of salt.
All right, Kelly, thank you for being with us today. If you are watching and would like more information on shopping online, be sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.